I am not able to access the PPT. I belong to group 2. So our topic is nothing but Tindoc. So basically, in this presentation, these are the contents where firstly we will look into the interestingness of the topic, and then the project description, and then use case diagram, and then workflow, and then the data and data constraints, ER diagram. And then the main part is nothing but the business rules and data constraint rules and DDL commands, and as well as some of the interesting queries. Let's look into it in detail. So let us just see like why is it important and interesting to actually take this topic. So basically in this COVID situation, it is like very difficult for most of the people to take an appointment with a doctor in a physical mode, or even we see that there are a lot of online consultation also. Like there is a lot of traffic for online consultation also. So this is the reason in our system we actually included like both kind of appointments, like physical appointment planning and as well as online appointment planning using the system. And coming to the project description, it is nothing but an appointment manager application in medical sector. So this application supports both online and offline appointments, and as well as the user can actually buy the medicines from the system. Users can actually select the doctors according to their symptoms, and after their appointments, patients will be able to rate and generate a bill to purchase their medicines also. So when coming to the use case diagram, so this is actually the whole workflow of our system. So firstly, there will be three users like the patient, the doctor, and the hospital. So basically, the patient can actually create an appointment with the doctor. Actually, first the patient creates an account, and then he can actually go and have an appointment with the doctor, and then he can actually rate the appointment also, and patient can actually order the medicine even if he doesn't have an link with, even if he doesn't take an appointment also. Like there are two modules, like directly the patient can log into the system and he can just order the medicine. If not, the patient can log in and then have an appointment with the doctor and take that appointment. And here the doctor is nothing but he can actually approve the appointment, and then he will even create the prescription also. Coming to the hospital, hospital will see different reports. Let us see that in detail in further slides. So this is a workflow where the patient can actually directly buy the purchase the medicines over here, or if not, he can have an appointment with the doctor, and the doctor gives prescription. This is actually our initial idea where the patient can actually create reminders for medicine. So here the idea is nothing but when the patient creates a reminder, it is actually automating the system to buy the medicines at particular time. Like if there are some medicines which are to be purchased like every month, so on a scale of every month, that medicine will be ordered by this patient. So it's just like a reminders, but in the implementation part, we have actually excluded this as the scope is more larger. Then coming to the data to be maintained. So these are nothing but the tables, different tables in our system, like patient's information, appointment detail, prescription, doctor information, hospital, expert fee, and doctors available hours, and as well as medicine list, bill item, and bill detail. So coming to the data constraints, it is nothing but one appointment requires one patient and one doctor. So one prescription requires one appointment, and one doctor can work in one hospital, and one doctor can be an expert only in one field. One doctor must work at least for one work shift. Let us see this in detail using the ER diagram. So if one bill is generated, he can have many bill items for that. One hospital can have many doctors. So these are some of the data constraints in our system. So this is the basic ER diagram. So here, this is nothing but a patient can have an appointment with the doctor, or a patient can actually go and create the bill. So when a patient is having an appointment with the doctor, then the appointment, then the prescription is also created by the doctor. Doctor actually works in the hospital, and doctor has a particular expert field. Expert field in the sense it is nothing but the medical problem, where the medical expert field of the doctor. And coming to bill, the bill contains the medicine list, and doctor work and work shift. Like work shift of the doctor is actually connected in this way. Like a doctor can have, many doctors can have the different work shifts. And this is nothing but the total participation, like every doctor included in the system will actually be linked with the appointment table. And also a doctor needs to be actually working in a particular hospital. So that is the meaning of that. This is a logical diagram. Coming to the schema diagram. So this is actually our relational database schema diagram. So in this, we have the patient table, appointment table, and doctor table, and so on. So basically in patient table, we are storing these different attributes. Like in patient table, we are storing SSN. SSN is nothing but one of the identification number, or in India, we say it as Aadhaar number. So it is a proof given by the government for a particular citizen. We actually included this number in order to in order to verify whether the patient who is enrolling into the system is actually a genuine person, and to not have duplicates also. And we even included the email and phone number and state, zip code, gender, and date of birth. And then coming to username, password, and last login, and registered it and updated it. So these are the fields in the patient table. So coming to the appointment table, it actually has link between, as a patient can have an appointment with the doctor. So we have the foreign keys for that. And then appointment time, like which time and the appointment is going to be take place. So this is going to be updated by the doctor. And then the meeting type is nothing but whether it is online or offline. As said earlier, we are taking the we are consulting like both ways of meeting type. And then the meeting duration, this is checked only for online meeting types, not for offline. And then the message, this is nothing but the message given by patient to the doctor regarding his problem or any other kind of thing also. And status is nothing but new, approved, or rejected by the doctor. So when a patient actually sends in a request or appointment request to the doctor, he can actually approve it or reject it. So for that thing, we have actually included the status attribute over here. And then the rating score. So patient can actually give the rating score for this particular doctor for in that particular appointment, and patient can have many appointments. So coming to the more interesting thing, hospital, its name, address, state, and zip code. Okay. And then the doctor, it is an expert field. Like, so here this is connected with the expert field. So basically in the expert field, we are storing the name of that expert field and description, like whether the doctor belongs to cardiology or some kind of other expert fields. And then the working hours. So here we are actually storing the doctor ID and work shift. So work shift, in the work shift table, we are actually storing it in the form of start time, end time, and day. Day is nothing but the weekday, and start time. And in the prescription table, we are actually storing the appointment ID, message, and treatment duration, and consult price for the particular doctor. So as a prescription is given by the doctor, we actually have a message over here also. So this message is nothing but the message given by doctor to the patient. So here in this message, the doctor will give all kind of medicine list or any kind of precautions to be taken for that person or something like that, which is in the text format. This is the treatment duration, and consult price is also saved in this prescription for that particular doctor. And coming to bill table, here actually in this table, as it is many to many, we have actually created this kind of thing. So basically, first when a patient want to create a bill, then this table will be created with medicine price as null. So basically this medicine price is nothing but the total price the patient is going to pay for the medicines. So first this is created and this is null. And then bill item table is created with the patient, with the bill ID and medicine and quantity. So in this table, for one bill ID, there will be
10 minutes
mini
past.
medicine ID and quantity, and then medicine.
10 minutes past.
Oh. So this is a relational schema. So coming to the business rules, all doctors in this app must work in only one hospital, and a patient can select only one problem for each appointment. And doctors have every week the same schedule, and the doctors can accept or reject a new appointment. Not all hospitals have doctor for every expert field. Patients can give rating to their appointments with doctors, and each appointment will charge for the consultation fee. So this is a data dictionary, which I have explained. I think you can look into it later on. Yeah. And then coming to the sample SQL commands, this is an insert and basic update and delete command. So these are the important insert query and update query from different tables. So every table can be updated accordingly and deleted accordingly. So these are some of the important queries where we actually see this is nothing but basic commands. And here the patient can actually see the list of medicine the patient can order. So he can actually see the medicine list, and as well as the patient can get the idea of most encountered field of problem by gender and age group. So this is actually a query. And then typical disease by each quarter. So I think let's see these in particular for the slides. Yes, and then coming to doctor, he can actually see their working hours and can see the number of patients that make appointment between a particular time, and see if patient is often sick. And coming to the hospital, like number of patients living in each state is selected, and then get the right distribution of doctors in each medical field. So yes, like see the patient who is often sick. So we are just querying it with respect to appointment table, and then counting which patient has more appointment. So this is the order of that, like who is most sick. So this person with patient ID 136 is most sick, and as well as 353. And this is nothing but the most needed field of expertise filter by age and gender. So you can look into this query later on, and the output will be like most needed field of expertise for male age between 20 is this much. And then we have divided it like from 20 to 40, and then above 40, and then age below 20 for female, and the most needed field of expertise for female between 20 to 40, and for female it is 40 is nothing but psychiatry. And then coming to next query, like how many patients per month. So here this is like number of patients visiting the system is nothing but like this way. And then number of cases for each doctor, we can actually query it, and using the appointment table and doctor table. So this is the output of C bill details. I think it's pretty easy. And then check the rating of the doctors. For every doctor, we are doing the aggregate function for rating score. And then patients can see the average days that each doctor accepts an appointment. So here the doctor name and average day, like how much time the doctor needs in order for acceptance of the particular appointment. So then a hospital can get a more common disease in each state of patients. So here it is like a number of cases, a state and disease. And then coming to here, like hospital can see the patient information with their current age, number of appointment and that they have made, and number of bill that they have created, and total appointment and bill, and number of medicine that they have ordered. So it's nothing but the patient name, email, and appointment number, bill number, and total appointment number, and the medicine number. We can actually see this through this. And then a prescription from each doctor. It is like giving the information about the treatment duration and consultation price and message. So list the drugs a patient can order. It is that medicine table list. And then typical disease per quarter. So this is nothing but probability for first quarter and second and third and fourth quarter. We have divided the quarter with respect to months in a particular year. First quarter in the sense first 3 months, and so on. And then the previous medical problem of the patient. So yes. like treatment duration and message. And then going on next, it's like average treatment duration for medical sector.
10 minutes first.
Yeah. Show the total revenue generated in a particular year. So here we have used this year function, and we have got the total revenue in that particular year. Yes. And then total bill of the patient till date. So in the similar way, show most frequent appointment type, online or offline with respect to age and gender. So even this is segregated with respect to like age below 20 years for male and for female. So in the same way. So then this query is nothing but patients can choose on which day he wants to have an appointment by seeing the total number of appointments of a particular doctor on a specific day, and show the number of appointments of a doctor on a specific day and probability of patients having appointments on that specific day. So basically on this Monday, number of appointments for a doctor on that particular day is 1. So this is a doctor name, and this is the probability of patients having appointment on that particular day. So patients can see the maximum consultation price minimum. This is aggregate function. So yeah, patients can see the latest appointment given by the particular doctor. So in this way, we have actually created many interesting queries. I think you can look into it further. So coming to the conclusion, so finally, we have designed this system in a very interesting manner where we get the different reports for different users and even advise them for even more better business performance also. So future work. So here we actually can, in future, we can implement the reminders, and as well as we can implement the user post, like the user can post something regarding any issue or any question or query, and the doctor can actually answer that post. And even we can even include the lab test and as well as health checkups also, and we can even give offers and packages for that also. That kind of thing also can be increased. Yes. Thank you. So any questions?
So, is there any direct relationship between patient and hospital, or only relation between patient and doctor?
Yes, in the there is only a relationship between the patient and doctor. We are not considering the patient having an appointment with the hospital. Patient is directly having an appointment with the doctor, whether it is online or offline appointment, and patient can actually view the details of the doctor and he can go to that particular hospital and have the appointment in that particular hospital. I think, yes.
So how is the revenue generated by the platform? Like,
see, yes, okay. Here the medicine price is there, right? So this is actually the total price for that particular bill. Like if a patient actually orders something, like if he orders like 2 paracetamol tablets and 2 Cipline tablets, which cost something, so that addition is done, and that particular kind of business logic is done in the front end, and then that final answer or the final output is actually saved in this medicine price. So we are using this medicine price column in order to generate the total revenue for the particular year.
so the platform gets the money in terms of only medicine, and doctor will get their fee separately?
Doctor, yes. Yes. The bill generated is only for medicine price over here. And the doctor consult price is actually, even the merging of this medicine price and consult price is actually done in one of our queries. So accordingly, the patient will pay to the system. Like we are not merging this and this with the database, but in the one of the queries, we have actually merged this total bill paid by a patient to the particular system. And then, yes, he will actually pay the bill. So in that bill, he will combine this consult price and medicine price and pay. And then finally, that consult price amount will be go to the doctor, not the medicine, not the medicines. Is any question?
And do the patient need to visit the doctor, or like they have like online session?
Yes, we have the meeting type, right? So we have like both like online and offline session. So he can actually select the meeting type over here, whether the patient is wanting to have the appointment in the form of online or offline.
Okay.
Do you have any other questions?
The doctors who are like in the system, they are like full-time working in the hospital, or like they are like only part-time or some external person?
So in this system, we have considered the doctors and we have included their working shift. So probably it depends upon the start time and the end time. So there can be both type of doctors like part-time or full-time.
So this
As we included this for particular day for Monday, the starting time and ending time. So it depends upon the particular doctor.
So basically this platform is for the hospital, right? It is owned by the hospital.
Yeah, this system is actually not owned only by the hospital. It is actually a private system where a hospital also can have access with the system. And it is actually acts as a medium between the patient, doctor, and the hospitals can actually see the doctors who are working in their hospital.
21 minutes.
Thank you.
Yeah, because in the system we have created a bill and bill item and price. So here the patient can actually order the medicine. So this is not with respect to a particular hospital. Like here the medicines can be come from any hospitals or any kind of other shops, and that whole process or that whole thing is being considered differently, and that money will be distributed to that particular medicine provider shop. So it's not the hospital who is providing the medicine over here. It is a general medicine table created in that system where the system actually already has a medicine table, and we can extend it to like medicine generation shop or something like that.
Thank you.
And what about the doctors? Like they can work in more than one hospitals?
No, actually that it's a constraint that we kept, like doctor can only work in one hospital. That every doctor need to be work in one authorized hospital, like in order to see whether the like check whether the doctor is original, like professional or not. Yeah. Do you have any other question? Yeah, then
No.
yeah.
So I
please.
think no.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.